Okay, hello everybody. So, I'm going to finish this vlog. It's half done. We're at 10-something minutes. And the other half to get to 20 or somewhere there around about. We're going to get started on this new paint chip journal. Woohoo! I'm excited. I've been thinking about this. And guess what, guys? In there at breakfast time, just a while ago when I was eating my breakfast, another thought came to me. I got another great idea on how I can organize all my stuff and all my journals of doing them and all that. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start. I'm going to lay all this over here. We're going to start with these since they're out loose. What we're going to do right now is categorize them all, okay? So, this here is what I call a folder. It's 1, 2, 3. It's a 3-way folder. But it has 4 pages. So would you call it a 4-way folder? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. But anyway, and I know y'all wasn't able to see all of that, but you can see some of it. So folder. Now let's see, is this the exact same kind? This is classic and collected. This is minimal and modern. Alright, yes. 4-way or 3-way folder, however you want to refer to it. Now, we are going to we're going to get this. Ain't this a pretty zip bag? It says Tropic Like It's Hot. Alright, we're going to unzip it. And we're going to pull all of this out. Whoa, all that spilt out. Alright. So, I went to Shannon Green's channel. I'm just going to put this, for right now, hang on, let me show you something. Because this right here is another book I had started on. I can't remember what it's called. It may be called the accordion book because of the way it's folded. You just use book pages. And you glue them together long ways like that. Sideways, not up and down. And then you fold it back and forth like an accordion, like we used to do to make fans, you know, with one piece of paper. And then this was going to be my journal. I was going to give it a front cover and a back cover. It may be called the Unending or Never Ending because it continues on one side and you can turn it and do it on the other side and just keep flipping it over and over. And I think I had started it. Let me see if I can find, yes, right there. I started putting some little candy mint papers on it. And I thought, because these were marble looking, that it looked so good on this marble scrapbook paper. So, I think that's the only place I put. And why I went there to do it, I may have added other pages to it after I had put that in there, though. And I don't know if there's anything on this side. But, to me, I don't think I'll be putting this inside of my paint chip book. So, I'm going to put this back in here. Alright, and I'm just going to drop that over here on the floor for the time being. So, these things. This is all little chipboards, okay? I don't know, can y'all see that? I think you can. I'm going to stack those up there. I'm going to make sure that that's all this is. We'll categorize and stuff later. Maybe by color. I don't know. We'll see how that's going to turn out. On how I'm going to work that. Will I match all colors? I kind of liked that idea. That's kind of what Shannon Green was doing. Or I may do the mixed up, mismatched version and all. I don't know. We just got to see. Alright. And then we have, now that's the little paint samples. This here is like postcard style, kind of. So this is different. So that's another pile. So we're categorizing. Now this is some more pages. The scrapbook paper and the candy wrappers I started gluing on because I just thought it looked so cute and pretty and good and cool and neat and different and odd and all those kind of words. And here's those. So we're just going to put that in a pile by itself because I will continue. I want to use some of these in my paint chip book. I know. Alright, now this here is well hang on, we got some more small stuff in here. So this is some more small cards, but yet they're bigger than the postcards and bigger than the paint samples. So that's a stack right there by itself. I'm going to lay over here. Okay. This is another folder. It's a trifold, or two actually. See, it folds twice, where that one folded 3, but it's 3 pages, where that one was 4 pages. Do I put them all together? And they are different sizes. I think I could. These are all folders that it's not a booklet. A booklet is where it would just open like this. But when you have another one to flip out, it's a folder to me. And that's what all 3 of these do. So I think I'm going to put that there. Now, this here is a calendar. This is not a paint sample thing, but it's an old calendar that I kept. And I like it. It's got some pretty cool pictures in it. It's from 2018. I don't know how much of that y'all can see. And I don't know why it's apart here. I can see the staples are out of it. I may have used some of the pictures out to do my picture things up there I was making that's on my wall. But I don't know why I had it in the zipper bag, as well as that accordion book that I just showed y'all with my paint chip stuff. See, that was years ago. And what I had exactly planned years ago, look there, that's in here, and it's unglued there. I wonder if I did it like that or if it's just coming unglued. So I was sticking some of them in there. Did I want to put these pictures in my paint thing? Okay, I just made the decision. I am going to put it in my paint chip sample book. But I'm not going to glue the page itself on top of those pages. This whole thing's going to be a booklet itself in there. That's what I'm going to do. So that's a thing. That's a booklet. So that can go right there. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 piles going here. Now, we're going to take this big bag. Now, like I was saying, I was watching Shannon Green. If y'all want to go check her out, some of you have done found her and checked her out. I don't know, but go to her channel on YouTube. Shannon Green. All you have to put in, that's her channel name. When you get to her channel, go to her playlist. She has a playlist named Big Bertha. Now, that is her paint chip sample journal. And that's what she named it, was Big Bertha. Because it's so big, and she keeps calling it a she like it's a human, and she'll laugh about it. It's, you know, it's got its own personality. It's not a thing, or it's not an it. It's a she. So she named it Bertha. So anyway, she's got 7 videos in that playlist of and about and because she mentioned her Big Bertha. She shows Big Bertha, and she works a little bit in Big Bertha in a couple of the videos. So y'all go check her out. I am giving her credit for this. I watched her years ago when she first showed that, and I fell in love with that and have always since then wanted to make this kind of book and been saving this stuff, and now I'm finally getting started on it in 2024. Whew! Okay, so this here is another little booklet. So should we put all booklets together? Meaning, like, should I put this with this booklet? Or because it's a calendar, keep it separated? I think I'm going to put all booklets together. Alright? So this here, we're making sure that it is a booklet and not a flip out of any kind. You know, a folder. What I'm calling a folder. I hope y'all can see good. Okay, so that's one. I need to scoot my bag over here. Now let me pull out of the bag, and then I'll come in camera view. So these are like all just alike. So it is another booklet. We'll put that there. Okay, now I'm not going to have near as much stuff as she has. And I still got to figure my cover out for it. It's not going to be exactly like hers. She had a tapestry. An upholstery. Not a tapestry. An upholstery that she had on her dining room chairs. And I don't have any kind of fabric like that. So, I got to figure that out. Another thing in her videos, you know, she started out making the book of those these paint sample booklets and folders and things. And then the little cards. And that's what I really loved about it. It looked so cool and neat. This goes up here. With all of these different colored paint blocks that you were seeing in there on these pages. That's what drew my attention to it. And now see, this is considered a folder. So this is going to go here. So I really liked that. And it was cute seeing all the different colored blocks. And you could write on some of those blocks. You could doodle on those blocks. Matter of fact, she did some doodling on some of hers. And that's cool. I like that. I want to do that. Another folder. And, but then as she kept going and working in her book and making, she ended up covering. So basically what it was, her paint chip books and folders like this ended up just being the base page in her book. And she was using magazine pictures. I don't want to use magazine pictures. I've got my magazines and my glue books, I call them, that I use my magazine pictures on for the glue booking type thing. That's different from this to me. I don't want to combine them. That's too many of the same kind of thing, if you kind of know what I mean. And she also used stickers. She also used junk mail. She used product packaging. She used candy wrappers. She used cough drop wrappers. Now, I've got plenty of them I could use because I live on cough drops. But anyway, I don't want to do that because she ended up covering every one of her pages. Almost every one. There's a few spots where she would leave some available where you could see them. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to hide all that. That's what drew my attention to it. It's pretty cool and neat. I am not covering all that up. So I'm not going to just be, hers is like she called it a journal for a reason. She glued anything in there just because it made her happy. She was having fun gluing stuff down. And that's why she did it. And all kind of stuff's in there. I do not like that. I don't want to, she put tags in there, clothes tags, product packages, the candy, and all of that. I don't want to do all that. I don't want to cover up all this pretty neatness. So I'm keeping it. I will cover up the words, you know, and like over here. And I may even cover that up, or I may cover the words up, but kind of keep it where you can still see the ears and maybe the top of the head so you can kind of know and remember that it was Mickey Mouse's head or something, you know. I will doodle and write in there. I'll put a few little stickers and small die cuts that you can place on top of these but not cover them up. It's like you're putting it inside the middle of it. That's what I want to do and how I want to use mine. And so that's what my plans are. So, this right here, I'm just organizing what I have in the paint chip things. And making it the different, now this is just like a one card. Where did yeah, right here. This one goes here. This is not paint chip. This here was like a blind company that you can order window blinds. And you had swatches and stuff, and I had gotten some swatches, and these are the cards that was in there with it. And I kept them knowing I wanted to put them with my paint chip stuff. That's why I have it in here with it. So that's what I'm doing with those two. Alright, now we have, let me make sure here in my talking I didn't mess nothing up. So this is a booklet, right? Yes. Okay, let's see what these are. Okay, so this is, okay, one time. But it's not a booklet, because a booklet has more pages in it. This just does this. So this is a different category of stuff. Okay, I'm going to run out of room here to place my different categories. Okay, here, look how pretty that is. Those pictures and those colors. I love looking at rooms with the color on the wall and all that like that. Oh, I love it. And see, I don't want to cover any of that up. I want that to be able to be seen. I even think that's kind of cool in the books, you know. So that's going to go with the postcards over here. Oh, we have a few more here. I hope that I am showing y'all good, where y'all can see them good. Postcards. We're going to empty this whole bag out here that I got all this in. So here we go, another folder. Okay, this here I think is another booklet. Yes. Yeah. Okay, that'll go right there. Okay. Now we have another folder. Okay, uh-oh, now we have some more paint sample chips. And then we have, what is this? Now this is a big folder, but it opens one way. Should I put that with, where was I putting those? I don't remember where I put those. Okay, I think I messed up. This is a folder. Alright, y'all give me a minute. I got, see, that's another thing I'm going to forget, and I got to go back and look. So this is a one card. These are all one cards. Yes. Okay. Where is, what did I find that opened up different? Was it this? Yeah. But that's little. Do I want to put that with that? Or do I want to put it with this? I kind of think I want to put it with this. Yes, my categories are overlapping each other. I think we're close to the end. So this here, now let's see, is it a booklet? Yes, it's a booklet. Yes. And we have 2 or 3 of them. Unless this is a folder. Oops, see, that's a folder. Alright, so we're going to put that here. This being a booklet goes there. Alright, let's see what else we got. Another folder. Okay. Alright, we're almost there, y'all. Almost. I can't see my time. I have my phone on my tripod. And, right here at me. And it, where it's hooked on there, it's got the time covered up, so I don't know. So, oh, I got me some houses! Ah! Love it! Oh my gosh! Yes, there is something she does in hers. And she had some that looked like houses. Oh, I was saying when I seen that, I said, oh, I hope some of my folders has those houses in it. Oh, I'm so tickled. I'm so glad. Oh, I'm not going to tell y'all what you do with that till we get to it and start doing it. Woo! I'm excited. Oh, look, I got more. Woo! This is going to be so fun. I cannot wait. Well, I'm already got started on it because I'm categorizing. That counts. But this is so fun. I cannot wait to really get started, you know, putting it together and working in it. Woo! Okay, so this is the last one. Alright, there we go. Woo! So now, this bag is empty, and we can put it down here on the floor. Now, okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 piles. So far, I'm going to lay this over here. Because now we're going to open this. When I first started collecting these, right after seeing her video on her Big Bertha and falling in love with it and wanting to do it, this is how I started saving them. I was just doing the small stuff. And then I started collecting my bigger pieces. Alright, and yes, because that was taller, it's bent. I'm just going to look through real quick to make sure that these are just all cards. So let's see. Can y'all see right here? Alright, so that's a card. This is a card that has holes in it, so that's going to be cool too. I seen something she did there with that as well. So we have little cards, bigger cards. There's different sizes and shapes cards. Look, there's some more windows. Ooh, more windows. I love it, I love it, I love it. I'm so excited. I can't believe I'm finally getting to work on my paint chip journal. And y'all, my ideal, did I tell y'all I got an ideal at breakfast time to help me work through? Like, I'm going to work on this journal, put it together, and work some in it. And I don't know if I'll finish it, but I'm going to get it well on its way, you know. And then I'm going to put it aside, and I'm going to go in order, because when I was looking through my journal stuff, remember how I said it was hard and I was confused and I really don't know how to begin because I got so much and it's been so long since I've seen it all and how I had really stored it and organized it? Well, now, going through this process is helping me to understand it better. When I was looking for these all over, because I knew I had some in different spots, I seen how I had all my stuff. So right now it's fresh in my mind of how I have all of my journals stored. And so it's that thought that came to my mind this morning is I could just go in order, you know, start at the beginning kind of where Katie's walls. Oh, see, we were picking out paint for our house probably in not Vicksburg, Lord have mercy. Tennessee to paint. So that's probably one of the ones, look at here. Chelsea Gray first, if not. Is that the name of that paint? No, because it says down here Topstone or something like that. Anyway, and we wrote stuff on it. Living room walls. That was our living room wall in that house. Look at that. Something, oily egg or something like that. Anyway. Guest bedroom. Trim. Elizabeth Trim guest bedroom. So we was doing that. But anyway, that thought came to me, and I can go in order. Kitchen cabinets. Yes, we had red kitchen cabinets. Who of you remembers my house in Churchill, Tennessee? The big porch I had. If any of you still with me that was with me then. Okay. This is like postcard style. All of these were chips, right? Samples. There we go. That's the end of it. We only had one postcard. This should be a postcard, shouldn't it? Kind of. Yes, I'm going to put that over in the postcards. Now, let's just make sure again. These are all just the little samples. See there, I was talking and explaining that and not paying attention. So I'm glad I noticed it and that I'm going back through. Now it looks like all of these are just paint chip. Hopefully, if I come across any more, I'll try to fix it. Okay, well, that's not all that's in my box, so shoot. Let me pull the rest of these out. So these are little bitty pieces here. Okay, so I'm going to go in order. So where they're at and where I got them started, once I get this well on its way that I'm going to put it aside for a little while, I'm going to go to the first thing of stuff here, which is under my coffee tables over here behind y'all, and start pulling all that stuff out, journal stuff, and I'm going to get it organized and figure out the journal thing for it and kind of get going with it. Then I'll go to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. So see, I am no longer confused and don't know how to do this. After it was my cards. See, it all started with my craft cards I was drawing. Hall dining room. Eggshell. But anyway, and I hope I'm just putting paint chips in there and me talking. And I know this is going over. It's just going to have to go over for a little bit. I can't help it. But anyway, where was I at? What was the last thing I was saying? We had all that folded up to the colors we wanted and all. Let me see if I can flatten that a little bit more. I don't even know if y'all can see. But anyway, yeah, it started with my craft cards. I had on my rings that I was choosing and then doing a craft. Because I would choose things that I didn't like, didn't really want to work on right then, but then the way I was, because I chose it, I made myself work on it. And it's just, I'm kooky, funny, ticky like that. I don't know why, but anyway. But, so then I decided that I was going to organize my cards and go through them, and I even changed midway of that how I was going to do it. And that's how they ended up in that drawer box that I cleaned up for it. And, that's a big, like that. Those need to be folded. They were in my box. I don't know what I'm doing because I plan on putting all this little stuff back in my box. I cannot concentrate and talk while I'm doing something, y'all. Alright, I'm going to put that aside and make another stack. Even though we're almost through here because I just feel like it's going to fall. See, it is. Sherry, get it out. Get it out. I'm just so excited and I can't even talk, y'all. Can't even talk. So I got my cards organized and in the order, even, you know, my journals and then all the other stuff separated from that, and then the journal stacks organized a certain way. Sorry, I bumped y'all. And got it in my drawers the way I wanted it, and because I was in the mood to go with the journals, I started with the journals and I picked that first one, and because that's what because I put them in the order I wanted them in, and because I was really wanting to start working on the paint chip journal, I had put it first, and so there it was, so I picked it. And so that's what I was to do next. So then I went searching for all my paint chip stuff. That helped me to see the order of where and how I had all of my journal stuff and kits stored and organized. And so, okay, I think I have all them in there. Nope, these over here that was on top, I'm going to stick them in there with it if they'll fit. And, okay, this may be one that might need to be folded to go in there. It's fine. So now I got it in my mind how all of that is organized. And then this morning, that idea came to me that I could just, after I finish with working on my paint chip one, that I can just start there at the beginning and go down the line and just go through everything, pull it out, you know, the one journal thing at a time, and sort that out and organize that and work on that, and then go to the next one, and so on and so on and so on. And that's what I'm saying. So see, you do one thing and that starts up and leads up to other ideals and changes, and you get it all worked out and you're no longer confused anymore. And you know how to, oops, sorry y'all, and you know how to do it when before you didn't know how to get started. So there you go. We got that figured out. So now I am going to, I've got them categorized, and of course what I want to do, she had hers. I'm still a bit confused on how Shannon had hers, her signatures in her book. 'Cause I think she had them just all, she said she had 7 signatures. She sewed hers in. If I do find some kind of fabric to use, I want to try sewing them in myself. These have no holes in it. I'm wondering, do y'all think a needle and thread would go through these with some fabric to let me sew it in? Y'all let me know in the comments below, because I want to kind of try that. I mean, it looked like the pages, I don't want to have to, the pages were all free and opened good, and you've seen all of it. You know, it seemed like the way she had it sewed in there. Of course, she had a sewing machine that she did it on. That probably made it easier. I don't know how to work a big sewing machine. Don't have one. I have my little bitty toy sewing machine I do little things on. Hadn't even touched it in a while, so don't even remember now how to work it. And I'm afraid these thick things wouldn't work on it, so I'm going to try hand. But she had 7 signatures, that's how she sewed it, 7. But I don't really know if it was like one of these was considered 1, and then another one of these was 2, and like that to 7. Or if she had several things together, and little things and medium-sized ones all mixed inside there, which I kind of like, but it also kind of confuses me, and I really don't know how to do that just yet. And then that was a signature that she sewed all together in there, and she had 7 of those. I don't know. I got to figure that part out. But I'm thinking I kind of want to go like with all of my big stuff first, and then put your medium stuff on top of it. Then go down to like this size of the cards, and then the postcards, and then your little bitty chips. Which your little bitty chips is going to be in these pages on something, you know. So I just got to figure that out. That's what I'm going to figure out next. When I get that figured out, I'm going to try to figure out what kind of cover I'm going to have. And then I'm going to try and see if I can get them sewed into the cover. And then I'm going to bring y'all along with me on that. So I'm not going to keep doing this on camera. I know we're over by now. So I'm going to do this off camera. But I'll come back and show y'all each step that I have done and what I have done. Alright guys, so I hope y'all have enjoyed this video. And I will let y'all go and see y'all in the next vlog. Toodaloo!